signatures and putting them together. While I am waiting, I'm going to step away and go get my pokey tool because I don't have the pokey tool to poke in the signatures. Or a ruler to measure with. I'll be right back. Nick, please turn that off. Where's my ruler?
It was on your pink table.
No, the purple one was not. Ouch. Hunting the pokey tool. There's one. I'm getting my hand on it without cutting my fingers off. Got it. Okay. Now I need the big purple ruler. Hi, I am still working on getting a couple of things I thought I had, but I don't. I'm going to get my ruler. I got my pokey tool. It'll be just another moment. Cut that water off.
I'm trying to make the coffee here.
Where did I put the ruler? I see it. Got it. Okay. Now I am ready. Let me bring up chat. So now I'm ready. Got my pokey tool. Had a little snafu at the beginning. My one person. So here's what we're gonna do. First thing I want to do is go ahead and put the hard cover parts in the journal. So that's what I'm going to work on first. And this is our front cover. This goes across that like that. I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm going to use weld bond for this. Hi, and welcome to the channel. We're working on signatures, but I'm going to go on and put the cardboards in the cover today so that they're good and set when it comes time to assemble the whole thing. So I'm doing it with weld bond because I know that that's going to hold them good. So right now I'm just going to spread this around. And I'm going to make, well, this, it doesn't matter if it's right side up or not for this. Just get centered across the seam of the pants. Hi, Debbie. I was a little late getting started. I had some technical, like I spilled a bottle of water, paintbrush water, trying to get everything set up because my camera setup is a little different today. I may need to find some little clampy things. I'm just going to sit here and hold this for a second. So how are you today, Debbie? And my camera setup's a little different, and so I think I like this, though. Other than that one bright light right there. But we're going to, it'll work. I'm just trying to make sure that this is contact all the way down, and it feels like it has. With this. Nick, do you know where my cutter is? And the other thing, hubby came in from work just as I was getting set up too, because they've decided to work half a day and then half a day because of the heat, which is fine. I just wasn't prepared for that. I got to go find my cutter now because this is not straight. And it should be pretty much where the ruler was. One moment. And I thought I had it all together.
You had it over there somewhere.
No, I cleaned, remember? Oh, yeah. And so they'll cut the cardboard. Okay. Now I think I'm ready completely. I got the pokey tool. I'm going to trim this edge. All right, I'll cut the rest of it with scissors. I was thinking it wouldn't go through the cardboard. It pretty much went through. Okay, put that aside. Now I'm working with straight edges. And my weld one got clogged. So how's everybody doing today? And what are y'all working on? And if y'all could just say hi, that way I'll know who's here. And I'm using the really technical finger tool. For spreading this out. Ooh, yucky. A globby. I'm getting an echo. It's probably because I'm in the kitchen where there's really not a lot of furniture, no carpet, because there's no other devices on. Let me see if I turn my volume down a little bit, if that will help. Okay, does that help? Because I'm not streaming on anything else. Okay, Carrie Ann, sorry to hear about your thunderstorm. We haven't had one here in a few days. Debbie, did that help the volume or the echo? Because there's nothing else on that other than I'm in the kitchen. And I'm up higher because I'm on a different table. And it's higher up than the previous table. And so I'm closer to the ceiling. I'm more in front of the cabinets than I was. So I think it's environment more than anything. Okay, good. Okay. Now, it looks like some of this may have dried a little bit. So now I'm going to flip this over. And I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap between the spine and this. I don't want them right up against each other. And I'm going to push this down. Oops. Okay. Hi, Sue. How are you? Okay, so now I'm going to put the glue on the back of this one. This is all we're doing with the cover today. I'm just putting the back pieces on it. And that way they'll be good and set when we get to this step. And I am using Weld Bond for this step. And the technical finger tool. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Sue. Oh, no. That's not going to hurt anything. We got to put material. I haven't figured out what I'm going to put on the other sides of this for my inside of my covers yet. I keep thinking about what am I doing for that part. That may be one of the last things I do before I put signatures in. But today we're just going to assemble signatures. Put the papers in the right order. I might put my little cover sheets on as well for the signature covers. Hi, Joey. How are you? Okay. And there is an overhang on that side. And I knew that there was going to be extra material. Let me scoot that just a little bit closer to that spine. Either the jeans aren't cut straight or... Oh, my board's not going to move. There we go. I don't think I had it in there straight. Okay, let me put some more glue on here. Was not going down correctly. And now all my glue is gone. And Weld Bond doesn't give you a lot of time to work. It's not like using other glues. So I'll get this all smoothed back out. And then we'll try it again. And I am going to put the material list in the description box. Amber had some questions this morning on another stream for me about some things. So I told her I'd put all the information in the description box of this video. Okay, that looks good this time. Smooth that all down. Okay, excuse me. See, now I can kind of get my book started to getting ready to bend, how it's going to bend. I'm just pressing these back down in. This one is the one that's giving me pain because, well, I'm going to leave it. I can come back to it later. Let me lay this up to dry. I'm going to wash the glue off of my hands and make a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. I had water spillage before we started, which ran me behind. Husband came home in the middle of the day. Which also ran me behind. Love him. But I wasn't expecting him home this early. Nick, I thought you brewed the coffee.
Hit the button?
No.
Sorry.
Coffee will wait. It's not brewed yet. And, hi, Katrine. How are you? Okay, so journal parts. Let me pull out what I'm using as one. My bucket's backward. So this is one signature. And my phone, I think my camera moved. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Hi, Marina. I'm looking at chat to see if I missed anybody. I got everybody. So this is going to be one signature, with this being the outside of the signature. I think I want the pocket to be on the front, and I'm going to cover it, so that's not going to matter to me. But I am going to leave the pocket. And then I just have to figure out how I want to put all this together. So I know this is the outside. I have 2 of these envelopes. Oh, this one also is going to get the waterfall envelopes when I figure out where I put them. The first signature is going to have a waterfall. In it. Okay. And I found a magazine image to put on this one. And they're actually, how do they go? Oh, no, I think I made this wrong. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, it goes this way. Because am I right, y'all? I've never done this. Bye, Michelle. I have never done this, but I think a waterfall goes like this. So they flip up. And then these will also flip up. See, I was thinking they would go this way, and I would flip them down, but so I would have like tucks. I don't know now. I'm going to rethink the waterfall thing, because this is what I was thinking, is that this was just going to be tucks, a bunch of little tuck spots all the way up for different things. That's what I was thinking. Let me rethink that, but it's going to go. This I know is going in here. Whatever paper is on this, this is going on it one way or the other. So we know where that's going. Now it's just figuring out where the rest of this is going. Thank you, Debbie. Well, I think, because I know when I folded them, that's what I had in mind. So I'm going to leave it that away, because that's what I was thinking. So I have 4. This is now the rest of this is the same for every signature. I have an envelope folded this way, which is going to go vertical. I have 2 that are folded this way, and they can go, they're going to go, so this one's not going to double across pages. These will. Actually, this one could, and it could just be shorter on one side than the other. So that's also an option as a flip thing. I have 4 coffee filters. This is a very small table. We're about extended. I have 2 sale order receipts, 2 book pages, a map, 2 map pages. And then ledger paper, and then the rest is just coffee papers. So I think I'm just going to start. That's going to go at the back. And then I'll put this. I'm just going to start grabbing some things to put together here. Maybe we'll stick a map page in here. Come back to that one. So y'all are going to get to see my thinking process. I'm going to have to move my little stacks of papers. So what do we got? Okay. And then we'll grab a coffee filter. No, not a coffee filter. We'll grab a book. Where's a book? Book paper. I don't want 2 short papers together, and I have enough stuff I shouldn't have to do that. I'm going to put the holes on this at the top. Oops, there went a coffee filter. Now I'm going to put one of the coffee filters. And then I'm going to get another regular paper. And I guess this is just whatever your preference is when you're building your journal. And we'll go with a sales receipt paper. Oh, sorry, y'all, I hit the camera. This is such a small area. The other envelope paper, make sure I get this right side up, because that's very important. And two more ledger sheets. We'll go this way. Oh, Lordy. My stack is not straight. Okay, that's the off page right there. Okay. Hi, Mary. So where it was under there, okay. I'm going to put my other matte paper. And a ledger sheet. And the good thing with this is, at least I'll know where the top is because the holes are at the top. And then I'll do a coffee filter. I got a lot of stuff, y'all, to make this journal. Book paper. Regular paper. And I lost a coffee filter. Okay, let's see. How am I going to do this? Ledger paper. Can you get the coffee filter off the right there? It dropped. But I'm going to have to go back and find a place to put my coffee filter because, okay. Yeah, I got a coffee filter and a sales paper. Now, here's what I'm going to do, y'all, because I'm not going to try or attempt to fold all of this in half together. I'm going to do it one page at a time, and then we can restack them. But that way, they'll also get stacked correctly. Okay. So let me move that. And I'm going to figure out where to stick those pages on my way back through here. Coffee filter. So I'm sure this is boring watching me fold paper. And I'm only going to build one of these online today because the other ones are going to get built the same way. They all have the same components. So I'm only building one. And then the rest will just magically, as we say, in the land of YouTube, they'll just magically be ready the next time. And this is just a matter of personal preference as far as how you build your journal and how you put it together. It's all personal preference. Right now I'm looking at the chat for just a moment. Okay. I think I'm going to put the other coffee filter in on top of this map page. Because all I'm doing with the coffee filters is they're going to hold images. There's not going to be a lot of journaling spots in this, or a lot of journaling places. I mean, there's going to be places to journal, but mainly on the back of cards, tags, that kind of thing. So the coffee filter, I think, is going to just have images on it, tuck spot, something. The matte paper definitely might need something on the back of it, like a tag or something. We'll cover it. So today I'm not really going to put all the images in, because I kind of have to sit down and think, because I've got tons of stuff printed out. I do know what I want on the cover, so we may go in and decorate all of the little cover envelopes today. That was already folded. That helps. Oh, this I think we're going to just glue in, kind of like we're doing the flip. Let's see what we got going here. I see a spot to put that one, so it's right behind the envelope. And the rest of them will go together pretty easily once I have this one together, because I have all the same papers and I can put them all in the same order. Okay. And then I do have something I want to show y'all as well. Okay, so that's going to go there. I have one more of those little sales paper receipts that I acquired from my husband's stuff, accidentally acquired. When he wasn't looking, I found his little thing and I stole it. Well, accidentally acquired it. We don't steal. I borrowed it to go in my journal forever. Pretty much the same way I acquired the jeans for my cover. Oh, that has a little tear on it. Okay. And then I'll put that sales receipt. And they're not all going to be, right now I'm laying them out all centered in the book. They're not going to stay that way. As long as I can get 2 holes in each page, the shorter pages. Okay. So here is, ooh, this is kind of chunky. This is going to be our signature. Well, along with this. That is kind of chunky monkey. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to trim off these 9 by 12. Some of the 9 by 12 pages may have to get trimmed back a little bit. That's fine. And then I will put this together. Still trying to figure out what I had in mind for this. It's a waterfall. I've never made one. And I'm still thinking, for whatever reason, why did I fold it this way? I'm thinking I'm in it for a bunch of different pocketed areas. Like a pocket, a pocket, a pocket, a pocket, a pocket. And then I was going to maybe make some side, I don't know. But that's going to go inside of the cover here. Once I figure out what's going under it. And this is going in the journal somewhere this away. So, let me take the cover off, lay this aside, and figure out what And I want to be careful when I'm gluing this because I want to leave this open as a pocket. And I'm going to make some pull-out things for that. I just don't have them done yet. This is not wanting to lay flat. What is going on with my envelope? It's like it's got air or something. It'll be fine. Okay, images for the front. Where are my images? And I have a whole bag of images that I have been printing out for this journal. I just have to find the ones I wanted. Here we go. And my images were free. Okay. So I know if I use her, I'm going to cut the paper down, which was fine because I figured I could use part of this and part of this. I really wasn't sure if this, I like this. Peace, love, and hope. And if I trim the white off, it'll work, and then I can put something on the edges. Ribbon or something. I like this is for the first, yes, for the first signature. I really like that. So I think that it's going to be, we're having cookies. I just noticed that we're having cookies. Oreos. Oreos are really good. Especially if they're cold. I never ate cold Oreos until my brother lived with me. And the only way that Russell would eat Oreos was if they were in the refrigerator first. And I'm going to give Russell credit. Cold Oreos are pretty dadgum good. So I think we're going to go with her. And I just need to cut the white edges off. Now, the way I printed this, it was designed to be printed the other way on the paper. I landscaped it and it told it to fit to the page, and it came out this way, which is the perfect size page for what I want if I want to put something on just one half of a page. So let me, oh, we're not going to use those. That won't be a straight line if I do that. I had the cutter. Let me make my coffee though, because I heard that it got done, and I'm sitting on a hard wooden surface, so I'm going to fix that. So I'm going to get my coffee so I have something to drink. Coffee would go good with those Oreos. Nick, I just made a mess over here. Okay. Hey, Nick, on that table, on my side of it, there's a glue sticks. I'm going to need those. Actually, never mind. I'll just get a new one out. Or you can get me a new one out of the drawer. If you don't mind. It can magically land on the table. That would be kind of cool just for it to fall in there. Be like magic, Cash.
Somehow I don't think that'll work.
No, it'll roll. But they're in that top drawer. Brown top ones. Foxy, he's allowed to move.
Fox, stop, baby.
Husband got up to get me a glue stick. dog thinks he's leaving. Okay. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Much appreciated. Fox.
Okay. I'm here. Sit back down. Sure.
Oh, bye, Debbie. I hope you get to come and watch the replay later. Okay. So, hubby got up to get the glue stick, and doggy thought he was going to leave. Okay, so y'all like that with the envelope? I love her. I belong to Michelle Scott's group, and I'll look up the link for that. She posts free images that we can download. That's where this image came from, I believe. It was either her or Shell Bell, but I think this came from Michelle's group. So, let me grab my cutter. Scoot it over just a little bitty bit more. Whoops. Lining that up with that little wire is a lot of fun. Okay, and there's a scrap to save. And now we're going to turn this one around. There we go. Okay, now, before I glue this down, that's kind of a bright pink. Let me go. It's the one I have. I have a really pale pink. I'm going to just lightly pink the edges with pink paint. But I want the pale one and not that bright one. I'm trying to use muted colors. Okay, so there's a very pale pink, which goes right along with what we're doing. And oh, that sounds interesting. I'm just going to put it. I don't want anything dark. But I know that we have this edge down here that's going to show. So I'm just going to, I don't want the color of the envelope. Uh-oh, that was like way too much paint. I'll just bring it down a little bit further. Come back down here. Make sure I get it enough. Now on some of my other pages, on the images that are turned sideways like this, and all of a sudden I got the glue bottles in the way, and these are making a shadow. I will move some stuff. Okay. Anyway, the other pages, this is a 9 by 12. So it is 9 inches across. Other pages that I'm using are 8.5 by 11. This, because it's on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of printer paper, will fit perfectly on those sheets without having the border. So that's why I wasn't worried the ones that go in the envelopes are going to have a border. Ooh, this is going to need a weld bond on it. The rest of it I'm just going to glue stick. Weld bond is going to make my image curl, and it's going to make my image wet, which will make my inkjet ink run. So I'm trying to avoid all of that. But I know to stick it to that metal claspy thing, which I'm just going to stick it to there. I will need weld bond. Okay, and these Scotch glue sticks are great. So just a little dot. No more than is necessary. Okay, now we got to work on getting her centered on here, which can be fun. And that actually looks pretty good, so I'm going to go with it. I have cereal boxes that I've been saving forever, so that's what I'm going to make these little pull-out tabs for that are going to go in pockets. And I need to trim this off. It goes all the way to the back edge. Okay, I'm not doing it that way. I'm going to put it back in my little cutter and line that up with my little wire. Ooh, that's not lined up. I don't want to cut the end of the envelope. And of course, because I had started cutting it, it did that. But I think we're good. Yeah, oh, it chewed up the edge a little bit. I'll just paint it and we'll call it learning experience. And it's a junk journal. We'll just put a little paint right there. Makes it look like it was intentional. As Dances with Pitbulls would say, I meant to do that, y'all. I meant to do that. Okay. And there is our pocket on the front of this signature insert. We have to put some glue down here by the paint. Okay, so there's that one. I don't know what images we're going to do in here yet. And there will be another image on the back cover as well. Or paper. It may not be like this, but on the front of all of my envelopes, I have images like this. That is true, a paper flower. Except that the paint is actually on this part of the envelope. So I'm just gonna leave it there. Put a bow, something. So there's that. She is all glued down. Okay, those are the images. I don't have room on this table at all. My other table is a 6-foot folding table. This is a maybe 3-foot wide, one of those little bar height bar things, because we have a small kitchen. So here's what I'm thinking for that, because we're going to just put envelopes on it. Well, let me see if I can find one. Aha, here we go. That's not long enough though. That's going to leave a border all the way around, which I could paint again. I could paint it in the pink color and put this on here and then fold it up. That will work. Music paper. So back to the painty thing. I'm going to put it out here on my little mat this time. And I'm just going to very technically paint around the edge. And I printed all of this was free images I found online. The music paper, I also landscaped it. Well, in my printing program, it's called Rotate. So I rotated it. And then I fitted it to the page, and I'm going to have to get a wet napkin. I'm out of baby wipes. I have to make more. I hope I'm in camera. I am. And so I'm trying not to get paint all over the back of here. Definitely not on our little girl that we just spent time putting down. So I'm holding this up a little bit weird because I don't want it to, I have paint on my placemat thing. And I'm not wanting to lay it flat right now. Because little girl, I don't want to get paint on her. Oh, but I'm going to have to, let me find a clean spot. And then I'm going to get a wet paper towel and wipe all this up. It's just basically, it's acrylic paint from Walmart. I don't really have a lot of any kind of fancy supplies. The fanciest thing I have, oil pastels, which I'm still practicing and figuring out, and alcohol inks that were Pinata because they were cheaper than Tim Holtz Ranger products. But the Pinata ones are very vibrant, and I don't know the difference between them and Ranger because it's all I've ever used was the Pinatas. I do know that I had some Lumiere paints, or Lumiere, however you pronounce it, and I liked their paint, so they make the Pinata inks. And I think we have a good coat on that, so let me lay that aside, get a wet paper towel, and clean up my paint mess. Oh, Kathy, I'm sorry. I can't turn... Hi, squirrel. I can't make you into a wrench holder from my phone. But when I get off of here and this uploads, I can go back into the chat on my computer, on the laptop, and select you and turn you into one. If you want to be a wrench holder, I'll be glad to do that when I just can't do it from the phone. And if I turn the laptop on while I'm streaming... it has a problem. By the way, let me ask y'all this. Am I pixelizing? I noticed on my last video, it pixelized bad. And then I realized I was on Wi-Fi the entire time. So, and I'm going to turn on another light in here. See if I can get rid of some shadow. That may or may not help. Hi, Rebecca. Okay, it's clear. Thank y'all. Okay, so we have this now, and it's not dry, and I'm trying to get my lights adjusted here, because I see we have shadow, and it's probably time of day where I'm sitting in the kitchen. Ooh. I wonder, it's just going to have a shadow. I apologize, y'all. I said something. I'll show you. It's on the other side. When I was cutting this, Rebecca, it tore because I'm a little rough with my cutter. And I said I meant to do that, as you would say, as Rebecca Dances with Pitbulls would say, oh, I meant to do that. I love that when you say that. It's not an accident. We meant to do it. So how are you today, Rebecca? Well, my 4G works pretty good, but I was on Wi-Fi the other day, and it was pixelizing really bad. And I know I'm doing a lot of paper things. Let me see if I'm on Wi-Fi. Oh, we're not on Wi-Fi. Good. And that could be... so that could be why we're not pixelizing as much, because I'm doing a lot with paper today, and I know the Wi-Fi and paper and YouTube land don't like each other too much. Okay, so I got to put my music paper. We don't want weld bond. We want glue stick. And how's this going to work? Well, make sure it's right side up. How horrible would that be? Put the music paper in wrong and the little girl's the right way. Okay. Just need to know where to put the glue. And again, I'm using the glue stick because these are inkjet images and I do not want my ink to run and I have not sealed them. Now these I could have sealed, but I would have gone through a whole lot of spray sealer. As many pages as I printed out for this journal. So I'll look back at chat in just a moment. Dog hair. We don't want that in our book. That was a foxy hair.
Oh, why?
My husband's like, oh, why not? There's probably going to be enough of the dogs in this book without me doing anything extra. Okay. Now, we're going to scientifically, unmathematically place our paper. Not yet. It wasn't supposed to do that. Wrinkles add texture. Trying to get it centered the best I can, unmathematically. We're going to call that good. And I see where I need more glue stick. That's not a problem. Okay. So this page is technically thick. Now I can fold it back. I am using my phone. Okay, let's see. Oh, you're at work. Okay, so we'll pretend we'll just be quiet since you're working. We'll try to be as quiet as possible. We don't want to disturb you. Kathy, I use my phone. It's an LG V30. It's got a really good camera on it. So I use the phone. Our Wi-Fi here is horrible. I have unlimited 4G data on the phone. So that's why I use it. We do, but it's us and Mother on the Wi-Fi and DirecTV connected to it. The Rokus are connected to it, which none of us are using the Roku while I'm streaming. The what, Nick? The printer's connected to it. So, I mean, we're not using, excuse me, no one's doing anything technically on Wi-Fi when I'm streaming. It's just the actual Wi-Fi itself is over at my mom's, which is how far from here, Nick?
100 feet.
Like 100 feet from where I'm sitting. And so it's in our company sucks, to be blunt. We're on a mountain. They're running fiber optic down the county road. However, we're about a mile from the county road, and they're not going to run fiber optics out here because it's just too expensive. But everybody that's out here on our road is all off the same line, which is why our signal is degraded. We've tried to tell them that when school is out, like we're good during the morning time, late evening. But right now, school's out, kids are home, so kids are on their internet, kids are using their internet, our signal's degrading. We would notice that like when the bus would run at 3:30 in the afternoon to let kids off, signal would degrade horribly. Because now we got all these kids on the internet. It also degrades further when people get home from work. So, and now we got parents on laptops checking emails and that kind of thing. So Wi-Fi really are, and we're paying for the extra boosted signal, but it's not helping. Okay, Kathy. Yeah, I don't have a webcam and my phone, it seems to work just fine. The only problem I had with my phone was if I record a video, which is why I started doing lives. If I record a video on my phone, it takes it 3 hours or more to upload to YouTube. Live videos on YouTube instantly upload when you're done. They start processing. They're there. That's the one reason I started doing live videos. I figured I'm already talking to myself on the recorded ones. If no one showed up, I could just continue talking to myself and act like I had people. But I actually have people, which is really cool. So I don't have to pretend. So that is kind of cool. But the speed, I don't have to worry about it. It's going to take 4 hours on my phone to upload a video, in which time I can't do anything else on my phone. I thought I could. And then I found out that my processing software had stopped while I was doing other things on my phone. It did not continue doing that in the background, which annoyed me. Oh, cool. Well, kind of cool, Spanky, but are you okay? You're not off work because you're like got something going on, right? I mean, I'm glad you get to watch our live videos, but I hope you're okay. Bye, Rebecca. Webcam 920. No, Mary, I am not plugged into the computer. I use it on a tripod that's kind of all finagled to a drawer. So it's up in the air. Oh, well, thank you, Kathy. It's not professional equipment at all. Oh, Spanky, I'm sorry. I really hope you get to feeling better. I mean, like I said, I'm glad you're off and you get to watch our lives, but not like that. There's got to be other things. I really hope you get to feeling better. I know that since I've been in the flock group, you've had a lot of issues going on and everything. So I haven't been part of the flock but since the end of April. So I really hope they get all your stuff all figured out and get you better. Okay, so we have this. Oh, and the lights that I used back here, my bright sunlight lights, those came with so did the tripod. I have a light box for taking pictures. Those lights came with my light box. Otherwise, I wouldn't have my little bright headlamps or my tripod. So here we have this. Now I have to figure out, I still think I'm going to put this in here like this. But I may want to do that off camera. Or was it? I see. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to do it like this. And what I'm going to do is have it where this will flip up. It could still have a tuck spot back there, but we can put images here and here. Kind of don't like that. I may flip these over since there's nothing done to them yet except the bottom one. I think we can put images on them and cut the side open and make like side opening pockets to do the tucks. I don't know. I'm still not decided because I can still put images on it this way and it'll all fold up. And I could put an image here, which I could do that the other way too. Huh? Okay, y'all. I need help. I'm so indecisive on this one. Because I can put images down here. I could put an image here, or along like something. Seal this up and make, oh, you know what? We could have pockets in between, so it doesn't have to even have just one envelope. It could be 2 pockets. I'm hoping I'm making that clear. Right here. Oh, no, we have to have it flip up. That's the problem with that. Never mind. We want it to flip. So I could I'll figure the pockets out and the images. But my main thing is, which way do we want to do it? Do I want to do it this way or this way? I'm thinking I had planned on it to be this way for the tuck spot reason. And if I use it as tuck spots, I don't have to worry about images. They're not going to fold down. It's going to just be tucks. I think I'm going to go back with tuck spots on this. And I just have to decorate these parts. That's what we're going to do. But I will put that together later and then glue it in. Now, what I wanted to show you all that was really cool. Melissa's video last night. She was making the cutest little books out of coin envelopes. I don't have coin envelopes, y'all. So what this is, can y'all see this? I took a toilet paper tube. I flattened it. I cut on this side. I have others I can show you. I cut on this side, folded my flap over, cut the corners off, and then I folded this up. Now I have the little flap that goes over it. It's not going to have a pocket like the one that Melissa made with the coin envelopes, but it still makes a little cute mini journal. This I need to glue back down. That's a toilet paper tube. And I didn't measure, but they all came out pretty much exactly folded the same. So evidently that's how my fingers do. But, so I'm going to make some of these. I think they're cute. And I have papers I can put in here. Papers I can put on them for cover so you don't know what they are made out of. But I thought that was a cute little thing. I like the little journals that she made, but I don't have the coin envelopes. And I'm like, toilet. And I had mentioned in the chat we could use toilet paper tubes cut like this. Hi, Angela. So Kathy, just to make sure you like it this way best, let me press it down. I was looking at chat. These are from a toilet paper. I'll get one. These are toilet paper tubes cut down. And I'll show you because that's going to take 5 seconds. Now, Melissa, hang on, let me get back close to the where you can hear me. Melissa made hers out of little coin envelopes that she's had since forever. She said, I don't have coin envelopes. So, okay, Kathy, thank you so much for coming. So what I did, Sue, this is a toilet paper tube. I flattened it out. Took my scissors. Cut up one side, opened it, cut where I had it folded, folded over a piece for the flap, took my scissors and just cut the corner off on both sides. And then I opened it. And I folded it in half. And I have my little flap. And there's the little book. And it's magically, I don't know how I do that, the same size as the others. So I have the little flap. And I was thinking little Velcro dots would be great right here to secure it. So it would just close. And then I'm going to make a little journal in these. But that's all there was. So I'll do this one since we already have it cut. I fold over my little flap area. Cut the corners off to make a flap. And then I fold the bottom up to meet where that fold is. And put a crease in it. And there we have our little journal book. So I'm thinking these and some of these pockets might be kind of cool too. As something just to journal in, like write a little list in, something like that. So I have a whole little stack of these now. I've been saving toilet paper tubes to make toilet paper journals and stuff. So I just went into my little stash and played last night when we got off the live. So I figured that would work. Okay. Kathy says this way, and I'm agreeing with Kathy on this one. I think that is good. Now, okay, so I'm going to set this one aside with its, I'm going to put, oh, hang on. Oh, we got to, this envelope needs, oh, I'm going to put it as a vertical somewhere in here. So I'm just going to stack it on top. I'm going to close this one up, put it back in my bucket. No, I'm not. I need it to know how to stack the rest. Well, right now, we're not going to worry about stacking. All I'm going to do is work on another cover. So, here's another stack of the paper. Set it off to the side. And we have another cover paper. So, I have 4 signatures for this journal. So, where did I put my cover papers? Aha! I'm back in my baggie looking for my cover papers. So, we got her on there. Peace, love. Oh, I love this image. And that came from Michelle Scott's group. And I will put a link to her group. I love this image. This will be the image for our second journal cover. Our second signature cover. So, get my paper cutter back out from where I put it. My husband took pity on me, y'all, and bought me this. Once he realized I couldn't cut a straight line to save my life, he bought me an assistant. He came home from Walmart and goes, I bought you something. I said, okay, what? And he pulls this out, and I'm like, oh, thank you, because I can't cut straight. And then he realized I couldn't cut straight, and then when I would try to make it straight, I made it worse. So the Hubster is wonderful. He brought me a prize, which helps me cut straight. And my chat's way behind. Liver, onion. Oh, Spanky, I don't know about that. My mama makes that too, but I make her eat it. I cook for all of us, my husband, myself, and my mom, because we take care of my mom. And when she wants liver and onions, I'm like, Mom, because she can still cook and stuff. I'm like, that's the meal you need. I don't eat that. She gonna cook it. So she'll cook that for herself every once in a while. Right. And, River City is Deborah. I may have called you Angela to begin with, but you're Deborah, right? And yeah, just if you've already got them flattened, you can just cut those. It makes a great, and they make those cool little tiny journals. Okay, Spanky. Well, thank you so much for coming. And Spanky, I hope you get better. Okay, Deborah, I'm sorry about that if I called you the wrong name. Okay, so this, and I may leave my envelope this time instead of trying to color it. I think I am. I mean, it's what it is. Because if I tried to color it, I'm going to want to make this green, and I'm going to want to make this a reddish pink, and I may go back later and do that after I glue it off camera, but for now, we're just going to glue her down. And this one's folded different. Let me reverse how. Well, it doesn't matter. The pocket's still there. We're going to keep it folded this way. Let's get her glued. And that puts that metal thing on the other side instead of this side. And I put glue all the way up to the top. I don't know why. It's a glue stick. It'll dry. And it will dry clear. So let's see. And I have a little couple of clumpy parts I want to smooth out before I put my paper on here. Okay, so if I'm going to cut off stuff, I want to cut it off from the back side. I don't want to move her. I don't want to lose her fingers or the bird. And I have a bird stamp, so that's another thing I thought about for decorating some of this stuff later on. Birds and flowers and butterflies, which I have all of those stamps because I was using them for making jewelry. So I can definitely use all of that to help decorate my journal on my journal pages. Okay, so I don't have any. I have a little bit of hangover here, which I can actually, I'm not going to worry about it because it lines up with the edge, but the back side. Now, because this is thicker, I can run the scissors right along this and cut it. That I can do. Okay, so we have that cover made. And I dropped the glue stick, so hang on just a second. Stop. Muffet, Foxy.
Fox, stop.
I dropped the glue stick and they're going crazy. Sorry, y'all.
Stop.
Okay. Oh, cool. I don't have a die cutter, but I'm trying to think what I could use. I have a rolling pin and a countertop. Chicken livers in a casserole. I don't know about those chicken. I don't know about any kind of liver, to be honest. Now, I like chicken gizzards. Chicken gizzards fried, if you pressure cook them first, are really good. Okay, so we got this cover. We need to work on the inside of this journal cover. Let's find a paper for that. In my little bag of papers over here. Ooh, that's pretty. But I can't turn. Can I turn that? You know what? I'm turning it sideways anyway, and it is pretty. Oh my word. Okay. And we're just going to glue it down, and I'm going to put it right up against the pocket edge over here. And we're going to just let it go with the color of the envelope again. I'm just going to go with what it is. Go with the flow. And I will put Weld Bond on top of that for the paper to stick, instead of running my glue stick over it. Now, that was a free image I found on the internet, and I just made it. When I was printing it, it was not going to print it to fill the paper. I told it to fill page so that there were no margins, because I knew that I was going to use these as backgrounds and that I would need them to be able to fill an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper. So I told it to fill my page. Because I don't have a paper pack, I'm trying to create some semblance of one out of what I got off the internet and my coffee dyed papers. But I also printed out papers that I'm going to just cut images off of and glue down to my coffee dyed paper. But what I realized was, see, my first plan was print out papers, I could fold them over. Well, then I'm like, but they're white. I can't coffee dye them because the ink will all disappear. Which is why I decided to coffee dye paper that I already had to back them with. Plus, printer paper is kind of thin. At least ours is. So that once they were back and I folded them, they would be fine. They would have coffee dye on that side, and then I could decorate. This is very sticky glue stick. And put some stuff over the little middle part. Okay. And I'm going to put this right up against that edge of where the pocket is. That is not straight. How about if we go for straight? But still, I want it over here by the edge of the pocket. There we go. Now, some of these, I may snip this little end off and have a pocket on the other side. That's a design element I haven't made a decision on yet. I got glue on my finger. Okay. And we're not glued down all the way. Well, it's glued down enough I can't get them up. So there's the inside of this one. Let's go on and get it folded in half again. And her cover. And I'm not going to worry about an image on the back just yet. But we have this one. And I'm just going to take all my little paper elements and close them up in there for now. So 2 journal covers or signature covers done. Thank you, Tracy, and hi. Sue, message me, Sue, and I can send it to you. If you message me on Facebook Messenger, it's my name, Brenda DiMartino. In parentheses behind my name is Price. I am not the other Brenda Price, which I found funny that there's 2 of us. And our initials, our middle names are the same too, but Price is my maiden name. So I put the Prices behind my name, or the Price, so that people from high school or people who knew me before I became a DiMartino would be able to find me. So it's Brenda DiMartino, and then there's Price in parentheses on Facebook. That's who I am. So find me on Facebook, Sue, and I'll send you images. I don't have a problem doing that. That way you don't have to hunt them on the internet, and you can still print them out from your device. Oh, wow, Deborah. Sue, if I could figure out how to get the clasp out without, I would do it. Let me look at, well, I've got another one coming, so, because I got 4 of these. So let me pull out everything for the next one. Set the papers aside. Okay, you're saying just take this out. Oh, it's just little tiny staples. Duh. Okay, now I feel like a total moron. I thought they were like gonna, oh, see, now it's ungluing my envelope. But I can glue that back. I got glue stick. Well, who knew? I was thinking it was going to leave this big hole in my envelope, Sue. And I didn't want this big hole in the envelope. Well, no big hole. Boy, howdy. Oh, okay, I'm going back through chat. So you think I would like your chicken soup, the chicken livers, the way you make them? You know what I may do, y'all? I can upload all these images to my Foxy's. I have a Foxy's Jewelry Creations page on Facebook. It's not a group. I'm not asking y'all to join a group. But I could upload all the images and put them in a folder, and y'all could download the images from there. Whatever images you want, because I found them, they're free images. I'm not using anything copyrighted because I didn't want to do that. And the ones I got from Michelle Scott's group, she said print away. Now, the ones I got from Shell Bell, she does not want us to do that with her images. We can use them in any way we want, but she doesn't want like us to post them to share them. So anything that's hers will not be in that folder if I do that. But I could definitely do that. with anything I got off the internet. That's not a problem. So I will do that. We do have out of town company right now. They went visiting, so that's why I was able to hop on here to do the video. But it may be a day or so before I can get it, or it may be late tonight when I'm not doing anything and I can't sleep, but I can load video. I can load pictures up to my Facebook. So now I have to find an image for the front of this one. Uh-oh. Okay. There was an image, and we haven't used her yet. No. Where did she go? Sure, I have another copy in here. Yep. I don't know where the original one of her went. I can get her off the stack. This is the image. Nope, that's not the one. That is not the one. I do like her, though. But that's not the one I was thinking of. Hang on. There it is. She's the one. And she's upside down. I am going to use this other one. But I love her. And I think we're going to do the same thing. We are just going to make sure we get her put down on this side. Of the envelope. Let me get my cutter and cut her little edges off. Now, she came from Shell Bell, so I can't upload her, unfortunately. I know where she came from. But I can put a link to Shell Bell's group in. Shell Bell does her own paper designs. And buying a paper design from Shell Bell, it's like buying a pad at the store, but it's way cheaper. Mary, I see. I can't put the link up for this. I can put the link to Shell Bell's group on Facebook if you look for it. It's SHELLE space Bell. BELLE. This is one of her images. It is gorgeous. And she would be great in the Follies. I just can't share her because of what, Shell's restrictions. She is a free printable on Shell's website. So you could join the group and you would be able to find this image. It's a free printable. As well as some others that are really cute, Mary, that would work in your Follies. And see, I enlarged her a little bit and she came out perfect. It's a very crisp and clear picture. Unlike some of the images we get off the internet, this one's nice and crisp and clear. But Mary, I'm going to put that link in my description box for Shell Bell on Facebook so that you'll be able to go join her group and just look through the whole group. All the group is, Mary, her group is a place for her to post her work. She's got some great paper packs, digital download paper packs. I was looking for these specific colors, though, for this journal. And when I found her, and it's free, I downloaded it to my phone. But Shell doesn't want us to share her images, so I can't, post it in my Facebook page. I don't want to violate her terms. So I can use it all I want to. But I will definitely put the link down there, or I can even send you the link, Mary. Or, well, you know what, Mary? When I get off here, because I'm friends with you on Facebook Messenger, I will invite you to join the group. I can do that, and that's quicker. I'm still going to put the link in the video, but that would be quicker than waiting on YouTube and all that nonsense. Okay, she's gorgeous. We're going to put her on the cover of this one. But we'll get it figured out, Mary, because she would be perfect for your Follies journal. And all I did to get her this size, Mary, was I told my printer on my phone, to rotate it. I rotated it and then told it to fill the page. So, and when it filled the page, it still made it, or fit, it was either fit the page or fill page. It made it to where it was this size with those margins, which was perfect for what I need for this purpose. Now, if it came, see, and I can't look on my phone. I've got the stuff separated out by Michelle Scott, stuff I got off the internet, and Shell Bell. If it came from Michelle Scott, I can put it in my Foxy's group. I think it was a Shell Bell image, though. I am pretty sure that's where I got it. And I have a chicken I have to get in the oven very shortly. Because tonight is baked chicken, rice, gravies, and green beans with bacon grease. Yummy in our tummy. And maybe homemade biscuits. I haven't decided if I'm going to make biscuits yet. And I should probably be doing this on the paper cutter. But I'm hoping I can just stay right along the edge of the envelope and I will be fine. There we go. You are more than welcome, Sue. So there she is. Okay. Now we need an inside page. And let's see what I got over here. I have all kind of stuff. I'm going to use this. I love this page. And this is where I got the idea to use the ledger paper. Because it's got ledger paper on it. And I think that's just what we're going to do. Going to pull it over to the edge on this side for the pocket on that side, and we're going to have an extra little part over here, which is fine. It's a junk journal. So this will be the inside of this one, and we have one more to go, but I don't have to do that one with y'all. I mean, y'all get the idea of what I'm doing. I am just simply backing my images currently with this on my, I'm going to put these signatures together. Well, do y'all want me to sew them online, or at least sew one of them online? Are y'all comfortable with sewing journal thingies together? I'm new. I've watched Dances with Pit Bulls sew journals together, and that's pretty much, and Mary. And yeah, that's how I know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing, y'all. And I've experimented on a small toilet paper tube. So if you want me to do it online, I can show you my technique, which is no different than theirs, I'm sure, because that's who I learned from. But I'll only do one on the next video. I won't bother doing all of them. And we're doing that hidden binding thing. That may, you know, the hidden binding thing, maybe I can, see, I have to sew them to the binding. I'll at least leave one to do on the binding. So you'd like me to do it on here? Okay. Okay, good. So I will do at least one on here, maybe two, have two sewn in and do two. So you can actually, you know, because I'm a visual learner myself. I have to have somebody that I can really see and understand what they are doing for me to be able to copy it and do it. Or even to be able to, you know, change it to my way. I have to be able to see what they're doing. But this is how you can make a journal for very little money, at least without going and spending money on a paper pack. And y'all, my printer, here's the thing. My printer ran out of ink at some point. We had the HP thing, but our printer quit communicating with HP. So we had to call. But Mary can vouch, when your printer runs out of ink, you get some really pretty purple tinted paper. So I am now working on a purple colored journal because I'm not throwing those papers away. Ink is expensive. And so any of those purple tinted things, I have tags that came out that way. Some of these backgrounds came out that way before we caught it because I print from over here and do it Wi-Fi in the print at my mom's. So I have several pages that got purple tints to them. Then I went and hunted some other purple backgrounds I could use. And so my next journal is a purple, what I'm calling my purple journal, which purple is my favorite color. And that may need to be cut a little bit closer. But so we have the inside of this one. We have this cover. And I'm not worried about back covers at this point in time. Put all of its little papers together. We have one more to do. If y'all want to stay, I can do that last one with you all. Or because it's going to be the same thing, I can just do it offline. It's up to y'all. We've been on here an hour and 31 minutes, but I can do it with y'all. Let me grab that packet. See, and I put everything in packets. Oh, where did these come from? Uh-oh. I bet you they came from the last one we did. And what's the last? We did her last. Yep, there should be long pages back here. That's where those go. Let me make sure. Wait a minute. Hang on, y'all. I think I just messed up something. Because this one has its map pages. Hold up. I think I gave it a whole other. Wait a minute. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3 that's folded. This one has no envelopes in it. Okay. Hang on. I need its envelopes at least. Envelopes. It's got map paper. It has everything. This one I know has everything. We put it together. Maybe these are extra pages because this one's got everything. I may have had some extra pages. And that's good because I can cut those down and use them for pockets and that's probably what they are. Pocket stuff. Okay. So set that aside. Let me check chat to see what y'all want to do. That's funny, Sue. Oh, she went to the bathroom. I'll have to repeat it. Okay, so we're going to build this one on here. While Sue is gone, I'm going to go get my chicken and throw it. Well, let me rephrase. I'm not throwing it in the oven. That would be wrong. Chicken abuse. And then y'all would report me to Melissa. No, I'm going to go get my chicken, get it ready to go in the oven. I'm going to pull this off of here. And I'm going to get it put in the oven real fast. And then we can go on and get this one put together while we're on here today. Yeah, and I probably had some extras so that I could do extra things. That's what I'm thinking because and it may be because I had planned originally to do 5 inserts, but realized how chunky. I mean, this is already going to be a pretty chunky. When you put 4 of these together, it's a pretty good sized journal. So that may be part of what was supposed to be in the 5th one that I decided not to make into a 5th one. Let me fold my little flap in. Okay, so that's ready once I get my chicken in the oven. And I'm in the kitchen, so y'all are going to hear me banging. My stove is like 2 feet from where I'm sitting, so y'all are going to hear a lot of banging around. Okay.
Yeah.
This is like a bony chicken. He only needs to cook for 2.5 hours. He ain't going in just yet. He, she, it, whatever. And I'll get it ready to go. It's a small chicken. Or did they not have any bigger chickens?
That was the biggest one they had, unless I bought a 2-pack. I didn't have enough money to buy a 2-pack.
Well, no, and we don't need a 2-pack. He's only a 4-pounder though. He little. A little chicken. Okay. It's ready to go, but it needs to wait. Because it's 2 pounds, it don't need to cook. At 4 pounds, it only needs to cook 30 minutes a pound. That's only 2 hours. So 2.5 at the most. It's almost 3:30. 2.5 will put it done. Yeah, that's what I want. I want it to come out at 6. So they get started. Already. Okay, y'all, chicken is in the oven. It's a cooking. And it seems to be a bonier chicken than normal.
Yes, offering.
So now we have one more image to find out of my cover images. And I really think we're going to use her on this one. And I don't know where I found her. And since everything's saved on my phone, this one, it was going to be square no matter how I printed it. I laid them out side by side and looked at them. And even if I had turned her, she was still going to be the same size. So this one I'm just going to have to glue down and trim. But I'm going to trim the edges off first. The length parts. I can trim all the white off of it and see where we get to. I'm not going to fussy cut all that lacy looking stuff. It's not happening. But let's see. Let me cut this side first. My brain will kick into gear in a minute. There we go. Because I know I don't want the white anyway. I don't mind the envelope showing. I just don't want any white showing. Okay. Now I can do this part. Okay. Nick, what time do you have to go back? He's only home for about another hour. Then he has to go back. It was too hot. He's a roofer. It's too hot in the middle of the day. So they took the middle of the day off. Okay, so now we can put her, and I'm going to have to trim more of her off, but we can now put her on here, and then I can trim it down the rest of the way. I love her. And those colors go right along. I'm using them, and I've got to get another glue stick. I noticed that one was down to the blue part. Be right back. Great thing about a small house, I don't have to go far to get stuff. pretty much like right there. Okay. Sue, you're on my streams a lot. Would you mind if I make you into a which I can't do it from my phone, but I can do it on the laptop later, into a wrench holder on here? Because I don't think, if Joey left, I know I don't have any wrench holders. I don't. And Mary, the same with you. I know you make it as much as you can. Would either one of you mind? And I have to go back in on the laptop later to do it. Hi, Katrine. I know I have moderators, but they're not on here. So I'm trying to get more people to be moderators so that if that happens, I mean, my husband could get on his phone. He's a moderator and he's home. So if I need one real fast, Nick will just jump on. But I would like to not have to depend on, because the way he works, I mean, he happens to be here today. If we would, that's empty. And Katrine, I know you told us you were doing something with glue sticks, empty ones. So I'm now saving these so I can see your video to see what you do with those. Yeah, I have extra. I have some, but I'm just trying to make sure I'm covered because, I mean, I realize everybody can't be on here every time I do a video. And so those that are regulars that are on here all, with me that I know are going to be, usually try. I can hopefully have it, one moderator at, each time. Are you trying to get on there now? Oh, Nick's going to get on here now, y'all. On the, hi, Michelle, how are you? He is going to get on the laptop and fix y'all. So Sue and Mary, y'all are about to be wrench holders once he gets the laptop up. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I have her centered on here. Michelle, we are making my very first junk journal. And I'm trying, my first one says for less than $10. And that video does explain how I'm doing this for less than $10. And how even if you don't have anything and you wanted to make a junk journal, you can do it for less than $10. By doing exactly what I've done. So now we got to get the paper. Well, no, I have the envelope. As long as I have a straight edge to go by, I can cut this off.
You are on 4G, right?
I am on 4G, so you're not going to mess my stream up by getting on Wi-Fi. Because the laptop's on Wi-Fi. And I hate the laptop. I do everything from my phone. If I can do it from my phone, I do everything from my phone. Oops, I stuck us. That will dry. I'm not worried about that. And I'm going to probably put some kind of lace around where the envelope is showing. Another reason I'm not going to worry about painting it. Okay, so we got her. We got our pocket. Now we got to do the inside. Let me find my paper packet again. And what do I want on the inside of this one? I'm looking for pages that I can put across the paper because I have them. Oh, here's this one. This one's pretty. And I'm not worried about it pixelizing and being blurry and that kind of thing. Let me cut this white edge off of here. I knew when I stretched some of these images that would happen. These are for backgrounds for my journal pages, so I don't really mind that it's pixelized looking and out of focus. It adds to the charm. Okay, so this one's going to go here. And let's see, we'll stick it. Oh, I love when you have to peel Mod Podge off your fingers, see? Right. If you have a printer, Michelle, you can do this for $10 and you have printer paper. Because I got all of my images free off the internet. I'm trying to wind my glue stick up. They are free image downloads. Oh, I got a hair. I don't want a hair. I want it to be off. Oh my word. Now my phone. Nick, I need a charger, please. Yeah, my phone says it's going to die. My charger's over there. And we're going to have to plug it in. I'm going to lose my bright light, y'all, because I got to plug the phone in.
No, you don't. You just gotta wait a second.
Katrine, I'll show you my cover. It's right now, it's got the cardboard on it, setting up to dry. But when we're done with this, I'll show you it. That should be where I can flip it because I used your thing to do that. Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. I hope you get some rest. Okay. This Scotch glue is some sticky glue. And I know I don't need to get on this edge over here. And again, I'm going to put some lace or something on that. I know I like the way that lace looks when y'all put it on paper. I love the way that looks. I've never done it. And I do have some lace ribbony looking stuff. I guess it's that I'm going to use on my journal. Make sure I get this straight and not crooked. Looks straight to me. And so that's what I'm going to do over here. I don't want lace on both edges because this is a pocket edge, which we're glued to the table again. But I do want to put some here. Okay, so now we have the inside, and there's a hair. We have the outside cover of the signature, the inside of our signatures down. And I'm going to just put these papers back in here. And we have, that's number 4, number 3, number 2, number 1. And I'm going to get these papers in order so that when we come back again, I can't guarantee it's going to be this week. It just depends. I know tomorrow I'm babysitting the out-of-town company's granddaughter while she goes and does some other things, grown-up stuff. So I won't be on here then. I don't know what their plans are on Friday or Saturday. I know they're leaving on Sunday. So it may be Sunday before we get back to this. The only thing I'm going to do between now and then is fold these other pages and build them like this one is built. So they will all be built. Sewing 2 of them into, hang on just a second. Let me put these back in my container. I am going to sew 2 of them into this spine. And I'm going to sew the other 2 in online with you all. This will then become a hidden spine on our book. And let me get that cover. I'm just going to reach across here. So what happens is this is going to glue in here. So all the threads that are here will not be seen. I'm going to use the weld bond to glue this. When I fold this up, it's going to glue here. And when I fold this one, it's going to glue to this side. And that's going to make our cover. I am going to trim off the excess blue jean material, which is I can use for pockets in our journal. I just have to get this used to being folded. But Katrine, this is my napkin material that I made using your tutorial. It is flexible. It was way more flexible before I stuck it on cardboard. I'm just trying to get this used to being how I want it to be. bent the way I want it to be bent. But this is our cover. And this is the front. And I have a piece of paper that I may attach here, decoupage down, because I'm not liking how that looked bubbly and rough kind of. But there is our cover for our journal. And it just needs to dry the rest of the way. And so, and I don't, oh, I'm sorry, I bumped the camera. I don't know what I'm putting here yet. Oh, wow, Mary. Yes, Katrina, it's going to be very pretty, but it's not going to cost a lot. And that's one thing that I'm trying to do, because I've done jewelry and I still make jewelry out of beads and stuff. I make polymer clay items. Paper crafting, I just started, and I'm trying to not spend a gobs of money on paper crafting. And I know there's ways that we can do paper crafting without going out and spending gobs of money. So that's what my goal is. Right. Thank you, Katrine. M&M's, Mary. Well, earlier we were having Oreo cookies and some other kind of cookies. Sugar cookies, I think. Gigi, I'm hungry. So you're funny. Okay, so that's our cover. And then here is our little, what's going to make our hidden spine, if this works out how I'm thinking. This, I've seen people do hidden spines. I've not seen them done quite this way. I'm not saying I'm the inventor of it. I haven't seen it. So I'm hoping that it seems like it would work. I mean, it makes sense the way I'm thinking. It could totally fail, but I'm going to try. You can't learn if you don't try. So that's what we're doing the next time. I'll come back with 2 signatures sewn in. Now, my pokey tool, I don't have a real live, like Mary does, pokey tool. This is a doll needle. It's very sharp on this end. I have poked myself with this. This is what I use for my pokey tool to poke my holes in my signatures. It's what I use for my pokey tool on my clay. So I didn't want to go out and get a whole new pokey tool when I already have a pokey tool. This is what I'm going to be putting my signatures in with. I don't know what I'm sewing them in yet with. I'm probably going to use beading thread. I have 10-pound weight beading thread. So I think that will be strong enough. To put the signatures in with. Okay. So so the plan is, Nick, why am I hearing that?
Sorry.
Plan is coming back whenever I, excuse me, ladies, 2 signatures sewn into our little, I lost it, this, and I folded it in half, so I know 2 go over here, 2 go over here, and it should be big enough for as thick as they're going to be. Oh, me and Sue, Nick says he has you fixed up. So we can, if you talk, we can verify.
Mary's good.
Okay, man. Yeah, y'all both are cool. Go on and make Katrine one so when she's in, she's good. Katrine, you're going to get one too. I'm just going to wrench everybody. Because I do need moderators. Katrine, can you type in something so I can make sure it works? So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do 2 over here and then do these 2 because I like to work back to front or front to back. But I'll do 2 of them online. There you go. Michelle, I would make you one. However, I know in your last video, you're not really wanting to be online a lot. So I'm going to honor that. When you decide to come back full time or whatever, let me know. Because you have been on my channel. You've watched my You've been here pretty much since I started making videos. So just let me know when you're ready to come back. Okay, it's okay now, Michelle? Okay, no. Okay, that's what I thought. So let me know whenever you're ready, and if you want to be one, and I will make you one. I'm just going to honor what your last video said, and not put you in a situation where you feel like you have to be on or something like that. Definitely, because I understand. So when we come back on later this week, 2 signatures will be sewed in. I will have holes. I may not poke holes in the other one, so y'all can watch that as well and see how I do it and what I use to poke holes besides the pokey tool, or at least on one. And then I'm going to sew those in. We're going to glue it all together, and then we get to start decorating pages. This is going to be a process, you guys, because really, as Mary can tell you, making a journal, this is just the beginning. Getting the signatures put in is pretty much also the beginning. We now have to, once we get that done, we get to go decorate and have fun. Mary, they should have a 1/4 inch between. Where's that one? Hang on. See this, if I put this one right there, there should be plenty of room between, well, between the spines of them anyway. I don't know. You tell me, Mary. Can you see what I'm looking at? The next signature would be right here close to this middle. So it's not going to be right against this one. It'll be here. Then there'll be one over here. So there'll be a good 1/4 inch between those. And then the other one will come like right here somewhere. So I'm thinking it'll be good. So that's our plan for the next time. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but at least I'm not poking y'all in the face. Mary pokes us. She does. She pokes us. So that's where we're at. So I'm going to go in and get off of here for today. And then I will be back. I'm not throwing that away. Those are pretty. See, I won't even, y'all, this may sound horrible, but I will not even throw this little strip it right here away, because on the edge of a page, sometimes that's all you need is a border. This is perfect. For just a little border edge, it's color, it's muted, perfect. So I won't throw that away. That may sound horrible, but it's not garbage yet. Right, belly band, good idea for that. Okay, Michelle, and I understand that. So yeah, just when you come back from taking your break, just let me know. And if you want to be a wrench holder, I don't have a problem. You, like I said, you've been here on my video since the beginning. So Mary, from looking at what I was doing there, where I was showing you on that hidden binding thing, do you think that's going to be good, the way that looks like laid out? Now we have Nick on here too. The hubster has joined. Okay, between the spines, yeah, they're going to be fine. They'll have a 1/4 inch between their spines. Okay, good, Mary. Thank you for your help, because like I said, this is my first one. The only other one I made, and I don't know where it is because I had to clean. I used a toilet paper roll. I cut it in half. I took another toilet paper roll, folded it in half, and cut a strip and made the same kind of this, but very much smaller, and it worked. It does need another signature in it because I left too much room, but it worked. So I know it worked before. I can get it to work again. So, but I've only done it on the very small, tiny scale. This is much bigger. I blew it up, people. So here we go. Well, I'm going to let y'all go. I got to get the rest of my dinner started soon. And I am so glad that y'all came on here. And I hope that y'all have a great day. I really enjoy being on here and talking to y'all. This helps me a lot. Trust me, this helps me personally a lot doing all this. Right, great little snippets for clusters. That is true. So I have a scrap bag I put this stuff in. Okay, Sue. Y'all have a great day, and I will see Sue when she gets here for dinner. Sue, where do you have to come from, dear? You might make my dinner be awfully late. I am too, Katrine, and I missed you. New Hampshire, oh, Sue. That's a long way. Well, if you hop on a plane, you could be here in a couple of hours. Just hijack a plane. We hijack other stuff. I've hijacked my husband's ledger paper, his bill receipt papers. I hijacked his pants, as we can see. So yeah, hijack a plane. No different. Just a little bit bigger of a hijacking thing. And Katrina, I saw that you were live this morning, and I was so tired I couldn't stay awake any longer when you were on. But I am going to go back and watch the replay. Okay, ladies, well, I'm going to get off of here. And I will see all y'all on a live stream in a chat room or something later. And y'all have a great evening. Mary, get some rest, please. All right, bye-bye.